Hello everyone and welcome along to the first Pierce Financial video of this year. We're going to kick off the year by looking at the first home loan deposit scheme which started on the 1st of January. So if you cast your mind back to May last year, the Liberals and Scott Morrison came out with a policy to help encourage first home buyers to get into the market with just a 5% deposit, and they would basically help you avoid paying the lender's mortgage insurance by being the guarantor on your loan. So really interesting bit of policy. As I think I said at the time, the devil will be in the detail, and we finally got some of that detail, or all of that detail that we need to basically work out whether or not people are going to qualify and how effective we think this is going to be. So key criteria: you have to be a first home buyer, as the name suggests. You have to be looking to move into the property, so it's only really for owner occupiers. You're looking to do a principal and interest loan, and it's only for Australian citizens. So that's on that front. We've then got income. There is a ceiling on the income that you can earn. So as a single, it's 125,000, and I think they kind of refer to your tax return to validate this. And for a couple, it's up to 200K. As mentioned earlier, it is based on 5% savings, and it does need to be savings, genuine savings. So you need to demonstrate to the bank that you've saved that money up over a period of time. So gifts, inheritance, things like that to get you up to the 5% are not going to work in this scenario, but potentially in other ones where it's a slightly bigger amount. And then finally, there is a cap on the price. So for Melbourne, the cap is up to $600,000. So if we kind of run the numbers on a 600,000 purchase, if you're a first home buyer like you would be in this scenario, we don't have to worry about stamp duty. There's probably about $5,000 in other costs, which we would need to pay. But if you would have, say, 5% of the 600,000, which would be 30,000 plus 5% to cover the transaction costs, if you've got 35,000 under this scenario, you would be able to purchase a property for up to $600,000 without paying that lender's mortgage insurance, which can be quite big and quite onerous. So look, from a process perspective, as I said, it kicked off on Jan 1. There was 2,000 slots or guarantees that were put out there on Jan 1, and they've all been taken up in the first week. So it's a very popular scheme. Feb 1, we're going to get a secondary release. So the first release was just through CBA and NAB. The second release, CBA and NAB get them, as well as another 25 smaller lenders. Mostly credit unions. There's a couple on the panel that I use that we can certainly look at, but the banks that you go to are a little bit restricted. And basically what happens is we secure a slot, and then we have 10 days to get the conditional approval in place, and then 90 days to purchase a property, and then another 10 days beyond that. So you kind of got to complete your transaction within 100 days. So it does drive a little bit of urgency. If you don't find a place within that period of time, you do have to go reapply and get another slot. That's how it works. So look, a fair bit of detail there, but I think probably the easiest way is if you've got any questions, send me a direct message. Otherwise, feel free to comment in the comment section, as I'm sure everyone will benefit from the question that you've got on your mind. Thanks very much for tuning in, and looking forward to a big year.